Welcome you Kimps, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video I'm going to be going through the best Warzone settings for the best FPS / visibility. So let's get into this then. So first of all, for display mode you want to go full screen, but for the purpose of this video I'm using full screen. Whoops. Using full screen borderless. So yeah, definitely want it at full screen because then that just gives you less input lag and whatnot. Display monitor you want to set to your best monitor, obviously. Graphics card you want to set it to your best graphics card. For refresh rate, mine's locked at 144 Hz, but this depends on what monitor you have. So if you have a 240 Hz monitor, then obviously set it to 240 Hz. For render resolution, you want to put it to your native resolution. So if you're playing a 1920 by 1080, then you want to put it on 100. So as you go up, that'd be 4K, and then if you go down to 100, that'll be your native. Or yeah, so just put it to your native. Aspect ratio, just put it on automatic. Don't put sync every frame, which is VSync. That will give you the most input lag possible. So you do not want that. In video highlights, just turn it off. Right, so the first thing is texture resolution. Well, you want to put it normal because, you know, if you go to well, I mean, it depends on what graphics card you have, but if I put it on high, then it goes overload. So I just put it on normal, and to be honest with you, don't really need it on high anyway, unless you want to record like a video in like 4K or whatever. But for this demonstration, don't really need it. Normal. This just gives you decent visibility, so you can see people behind like walls and rocks and stuff like that. Particle quality, you want it on high, you don't want it on low, because for some reason having it on high actually gives you more FPS. I don't really know why, but it just does, because I've experimented before, and it gives you like an extra 15 FPS, so I'll go high. Bullet impacts and sprays, I have this on high, but this is a personal preference, so you don't really need it on, but I have it on anyway. Tessellation, have it off. Shadow map resolution, you have it on low, just because you don't want to see shadows everywhere, do you? So, and this is actually what destroys your FPS in game as well, because if you turn this all the way to extra, then you get like 40 FPS, but if you turn it on low, then you get like 100 plus FPS. Shadow shot shadows and cache sun shadows, you want it off, because it just turn it off. Particle, I have it on low. Ray tracing, have it off, just because it destroys, well, it's like an extra 400 megabytes in on your graphics card, so you don't want it off. Turn this off. Anti-Aliasing, now, I mean, sometimes I put it on SMAA 1 times, but I just like to look at the game, so I just put this on 2 times. Depth of field, special preference again. Filmic strength, you want it all the way up, so it makes your game look better. Weapon motion blur, you want it off. Well motion blur off, just because you don't want this. You don't want to get like loads of ghost shadows and all of that. Film grain, you want it off. So yeah, it'll look less blurry. As it goes for the general tab, yeah, so do that. Yeah, as it goes for the general tab, I used to run 120 FOV, sorry. But recently I've gone down to 110/100, so that's just personal preference. So yeah, it's whatever you like. I have 50% brightness. Yeah, if you want to pause it over, and that's that. My sensitivity, I have it on 4.5. And again, it's a personal preference. You don't want mouse acceleration off or filtering, and you want this disabled as well, because it gives you a lot of input lag on your mouse. So yeah, I mean, that's the video done. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you want to see any more videos. So yeah, in a bit, with Gimps and your nan sleeps in a bunk bed. Bless.